Okay, good morning, or rather, just gone into the afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, so I've got to sort out the wing next, ready for this side here on the van. So we're going to get this one prepped up first and done. This one here. Got some minor repairs to do on this, so we're going to repair this part here, and this bit here we're going to replace. What have we got there? We're going to replace this here, etc., etc. So I've got to take this off here. That will be. Sorry, I can see out my garage, and somebody was walking up now, kind of waving. I thought, who are they waving at? But somebody else has just walked past. Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to see how this is attached, and see if we can deattach this, and then I have got a pattern of this off the other one. So if not, then we'll have to make one up. But that's got to be done and replaced because that one's knackered. The corner of this wing has got to be repaired as well, which is all this bit here. On this side here is totally buggered. So we're going to, I can see it's got a weld there, so we're going to cut that, and then wherever it's, I'm not sure if it's tacked here or not. I need to clean that up and see where the tacks are, to see where it's been tacked. I know it's been pinched. I know you pinch that as well to hold it as well. So, but we're gonna. Is what I'm going to do. I can cut this little part off. Once that's cut off, then I can get to everything, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, tickety boo. And then hopefully we then need to sandblast all this part of the inner wing, because it's absolutely terrible, look. And then I'm going to be painting those black. I'll primer them, and then I've got some black gloss to paint them. So yeah, I've bought some sand, which is the kiln dried sand. I got it from Wicks, and basically, as all I'm going to do, I'm going to put those through my little sandblasting pot, and we're going to make a little area somewhere around the corner of the where I store my logs, and we're going to kind of sandblast it in there. If you, I've got to try and then salvage the sand as well, because it's near eight quid a bag, and so I should be able to do it straight, and then after I've used it, I'll strain it, get the crap out of it, and then reuse it, hopefully. But hey ho, I mean, if it's one of them and it gets this and cleans it up, it does. It's not a bad price just to get that wing tickety boo to do it. I guess that's another way you got to look at it, as the wind's coming through there. So yeah, so happy days, but what a glorious day it is today. It's supposed to be a really hot day today, Saturday. Hottest day, they say. 32 apparently later, or in a bit. I'm just going to go over the road and feed fish over the road, and then I'm just going to plod on with what we've just said, and I'll probably time lapse it and go from there. Yeah. So anyway, on another note, next door, the daughter next door, sometimes she parks up outside and I park in front of her, etc., etc., with my little white van. And anyway, where I parked up over the past couple of days, I leave her enough room to park in front of me so that we can get two cars where I usually park. And anyway, so I had to go out in my van earlier, which I hadn't been out for a while, and anyway, I come back and she had nicked all the parking space, and I thought, that's strange. Anyway, so I backtracked it on my CCTV, and it turns out that she didn't even go out. She just, when I went out, she come out and just moved the car forward to have the whole space, and then she went back in and she hasn't moved since, and I thought, right, okay. So I've kind of parked up out on the road somewhere, and so once she moves, I'm going to do the same. Easy as that, and I won't leave her any space. I've always said, you know, I'll always leave you space in front or behind if, you know, to make the parking a little bit easier. But no, you know, try and help somebody out and they do that to you, so it ain't going to happen. So I'll wait for her to move, and I'm going to park up where she's parked up, and then she won't get another parking space up here, you see, because it's the rest of it's outside my house, if you know what I mean, and she won't be able to block my drive. Easy as that, isn't it? So yeah, what goes round comes round. So anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, I've cleaned that up, ready. I've just put a little nick in that little bit there where it's been brazed, but I can't really see any spot welds along here. Maybe that there, but other than that I cannot see. I can't really see where that's been spot welded, so I'm just actually wondering whether or not it's just been pressed in or not. So we're going to have a little bit of a clang on it, a little bit of a knock on it, see what happens to it, I guess. I'm actually doing the GoPro. Give you a little wave there, look. There you go. Yeah, so I'll keep the GoPro going. But yeah, don't know where that's attached. So hopefully that will just come out and I can lift that little lip up a bit, and it will simplify the extraction of that, hopefully. I have cut that off because it's not going to be made the same. This one's got like a little bit of a profile on this one. Yeah, if you look there, it's got a little bit of a profile on it, look. It's not going to have that on my one. It's just going to be tickety-boo, job done. Yeah, just need to close off that kind of part on where the door post is, and as long as it does the job, that's good enough by me. Anyway, let's plod on and give that a little bit of a clang. Okay, that seems to be coming out of there with a little bit of a knock. Okay, I've got no tripod, so I can't set you up to actually film this, but let me just see if I can. Yeah, so we could probably, that drafted was. I could probably just try and lift that up a little bit along the edge there and see if that will tap out all the way, and if it does, then brilliant. Okay, so like I say, I am GoProing it, but I've got no means to set up this camera doing that unless you're somewhere else, and yeah, okay, I strip that part out. I don't know what that is. It's probably just like a water spray fillet, maybe stop the water from going right back, etc, etc. But anyway, she's out. That's the part there, look, that's the culprit. Okay, so it's come out of here. So yeah, that was tucked under there. I also cut that little snotty bit off there. I've got some repairs to do on that other side there, and I've got some repairs to do down on this part here. But yeah, I was using the paint clean-up tool on the grinder, just to clean up all this edge and where I needed to get cut. But it was getting a little bit too hot, so I've gone off that. The weather's pretty hot anyway, so I'll probably do that part of it on a cooler day. About 20 layers of paint on there. There are some nooks and dents and what have you in this panel, which when offered up we can kind of put those right. If it's a bit of filler, then so be it. I do want all the paint off here though, so I can see where I'm going with it, the whole lot. I'll probably get I'll even try the Y wheel on that. Yeah, so that's another little bit done. Probably the way to do that, I don't know if I'm going to use the other wing to make that part up, or whether or not I'm just going to offer this up and then kind of get the profile and go from there. I don't know. But when we all this inside's got to be cleaned up, so when I sandblast this, I should be able to sandblast right under that lip and clean that up, and then obviously treat it all, etc, etc. There was 2 badges on here. Well, there was a badge on the other wing. I haven't took that off. I've took this badge off here. That's what the holes were for. I'm probably not going to put the badges back on, although I have kept them. They sell for a few bob. Although I probably won't sell them. But I'm just going to fill those holes. I'm not putting those back on. Yeah, okay, so yeah, onwards and upwards. Okay.